Houston basketball team, the Rockets, participated in the recent NBA lottery draft for young and rookie players. Fortunately, the Rockets got one of the top rookies with the most picks, Jabari Smith, to their team. Keep watching to see what the Rockets need from Jabari Smith Jr. The Rockets missing out on the #1 pick of the NBA's draft lottery. The Houston basketball team missed the first and second picks in the 2022 NBA draft lottery. Orlando Magic won the draft lottery after decades of missing out, in which they were quick to sign Caleb Houston, the most picked overall rookie. Despite missing out on the #1 overall pick in the NBA's draft lottery, the Rockets seem to have luck in their fate. Fortunately, the team signed a player in the top 3 most picked rookies, Jabari Smith Jr., and another promising talent, Ty Washington Jr. The Rocket team has missed the first and second pick in the NBA's lottery draft table. However, leaving the draft with a 6'10" player with great footwork, an average shooter, and highly defensive skilled was a good option for the Houston-based team. Jabari Smith Jr. was the third-picked rookie by teams in the 2022 NBA draft lottery. Jabari being on the top 3 most selected rookies is a possible indication of a promising career ahead in the NBA League. Smith can be called a rough diamond, which can be honed and exploited fully by the Rockets team. Jabari Smith Jr., a good pick for the Rockets. Smith had a good record in college, 5 stars rated, and was among the top college basketballers in the United States. Smith had also garnered several awards to his name in college, one of the most awarded freshmen of the session. He has also participated in McDonald's AA games, the Jordan Classic, Nike, and other college games. The 19-year-old lad has a bright background in basketball. He was named a consensus second-team All-American, a recipient of the Tisdale Wayman Award, and other prestigious achievements. Smith has an excellent defensive ability, an above-average shooting skill, a 7'1" agile foot, hip rotation, and others. He is agile with good physical strength, rhythmic tempo, speed, and balance. The fight and choice for Smith were huge, placing him among the top 3 most picked players. Smith garnered many awards in his college days, and beyond doubt, his professional career in the NBA should be much awaited. His prize and achievements so far promise superstardom. Picks on the NBA draft doesn't determine players' career. Most often, teams and fans always assume rookies in the top 5 most picked have an automatic ticket to superstardom amidst their peers. The top 5 most picked assured superstardom was a hypothesis created by the NBA fans. Although the hypothesis seems to have worked out in the past few years, with the top 5 most picked making raves. However, it's hard to predict the superstardom and strength and journey of an incoming rookie. Players can always determine the fates and success of their careers, and how high they could soar in the NBA leagues. You may be surprised to see how some underrated and low-picked rookies would turn out in the NBA matches. The excited and most picked players may get to be displaced, while the underrated players will soar to the top. They possibly ascend to become one of the best players recorded in the NBA. A vivid opposition to this hypothesis is Malachi Branham, the 20th most picked rookie. However, Malachi made a surprise debut in Las Vegas with his 3-point stroke, playmaking, scoring touch, and shots. His point during a match against the Grizzlies was virtually regarded as the best performance by a rookie in 2022. Another rookie who has also proved unlucky in the draft tables cannot determine a rookie's career is Dallin Terry G. The rookie had the lowest usage in picks in the NBA draft and was signed by the Chicago Bulls in Las Vegas. You won't believe how he performed wonderfully in the NBA matches. He moved from a 14.1 usage rate to 22.2. Smith's skills need to be trained and honed. Despite being in the top 3 most picked players, Smith must hone his abilities in the NBA to attain superstardom. Smith's floor handling and ball handling are enticing and promising for a young basketball player. His defensive skills seem inborn, probably with a rock in his hands. Smith makes good use of his 6'10" ability and physical strength in his defensive post. However, Smith Jr. does not possess the shooting skills or dexterity most NBA best scorers have. His offensive and shooting skills must go through blacksmith fire to become a dynamic diamond. Jabari Smith Jr.'s shooting/offensive skills are average, which must be developed during training with the Rockets. Although all indications show that the teams do not necessarily need his shooting skills, other teammates will cover up. Rockets head coach Stephen Silas and his assistant John Lucas have trusted hands in the NBA that can train Smith to become one of the best players in NBA history. The Summer League for the young players has given us different insights and performances of the new signees and rookies. Once the season kicks off, we get to see the real superstar players. Most often, don't be surprised when the underrated players with low picks and low usage begin to make rave in the season. Several players crashed or earned little raves on the NBA draft, and later surged to displace the hype players into superstardom. The Rockets in need of Jabari Smith Jr.'s highly defensive skill. Following the signing of the young lad Jabari Smith to the Rockets team, fans have been curious about how the rookie would benefit the team. According to the young player profile from college, his defensive skills seem to have enticed the Rockets. An in-depth analysis of the Houston team games has showcased the need for a highly defensive player. We could easily conclude that Smith's arrival and entry into the Rockets team were fated to happen divinely. Smith's entry into the Houston-based team is an answer to the Rockets' prayer and request. In the team's games in the past few months, a solid and versatile defensive body is imminent. Smith's ranking on the top 3 most picked players can be attributed to his fit and defensive skill. Jabari will fit perfectly into the team with fellow teammates like Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., Alperen Sengun, and Jae'Sean Tate to make a formidable team in the NBA. Jabari Smith Jr.'s entry into the team came at a perfect time when he could explore his complete skills and basketball talent. Smith may likely get exhausted in the group, as his career in the Rockets may prove tedious from his entry. Highlights from his performance in college and Auburn show how strong and formidable Smith can be. However, the NBA is more competitive and different from the college games. Under the tutelage of the Rockets head coach, Stephen Silas, Smith will be trained well. The Rockets will leverage his floor spacing and defensive ability to create a synchronization with fellow teammates like Green and Porter to operate between the lines. The Rockets, a formidable team to watch out for in the NBA. With the kick-start of the NBA regular season in October, fans are highly expectant of the team's performance. Following the summer games for rookies and young players, different teams have improved their team games. One of the teams fans should be on the watch out for once the NBA season starts is the Houston Rockets team. After being relegated and displaced 2 years consecutively in a row, the Rockets are ready to project upwards with their rebuilding project. Way before the arrival of their new signees and rookies, the team has been engaging its players in off-season workouts. The team is inclined to achieve the best when the regular NBA season kicks off in October. Head coach Stephen Silas revealed earlier that the players were placed on workouts in the training center. According to the coach, the players are trained and equipped at the Houston Texans training camp mentally, socially, physically, and psychologically. We're trying to create a balance for the players, spending a lot of individual time with the players. We go to lunches, dates, watch film, games, and other activities. Just making sure that we're all on the same page, said Stephen Silas. The Rockets assistant coach John Lucas has always been instrumental in the offseason training and workouts for the players. With the signing of Jabari Smith Jr. and Ty Washington, the Rockets will break boundaries when the season kicks off. The Houston-based professional basketball team, the Rockets' hopes and expectations from Jabari Smith Jr. are very high. We hope that Smith meets up with his team's expectations when the NBA regular season kicks off. However, fans should not be surprised with whatever results they meet when the NBA season finally starts.